Hi, this is Kevin with KGMJAM, owner Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise on. Go to proadvertisersclub.com and join for free today and start advertising for free. Tomorrow, X-Men drop. 30,000, blind box, $6.99. Clock gets a 0. Hit the button, pray like hell. Um, not not that big a deal of a comic. It is a first appearance of Target. What's her name? Can't pronounce it. Moria McTarget. She was a character in the X-Men comics when they switched over to the new X-Men, like I think it was like issue 90 something, 92, 93. But she's definitely going to have a part going forward in the Disney Plus type things and the X-Men crossovers and all that. So good luck. I hope you get one. Uh, Also on Saturday, only information we got right now is Ukraine Project Relief NFTs by Ron English. Don't have the numbers or anything. That will come out tomorrow or Friday, and it's a Saturday drop. That's all we know right now. All proceeds are going to the Red Cross for the Ukraine conflict. So everybody's a winner in that one. I don't know good news, bad news, but I'm just going to point this out. In the AMA last night, whenever it was, they kind of dropped some just nonchalantly that Veve separating from Ecomi and they're not going to do any buybacks. And I don't think they ever did any buybacks. They said they were. I don't know if they actually did any. And the buybacks was it's part of the thing that keeps it from being a security. I can't explain why that is, but that's one of the reasons they want utility. You got to have utility on it. And so where are we at with that? Time is going to tell. I'm going to go out on a limb. To me, that sets them up to be bought out by somebody. And I made a video back. You go back and look. I can't remember the exact date, but it was about how Disney does that. They did it when they bought all the land in Orlando. They go in and they build these companies, these shell companies. So, and you can't blame them, because if people knew it was them, they're going to charge thousands of times more for the land, and it worked. And then at the very end, they ended up paying more for the little bit of land that was left than they did for the whole big chunk of land. So it was actually brilliant, and it worked for the most part. But I have no proof that Disney is going to buy Veve, or Veve was Disney the whole time. I don't know, but I'm just saying, by them separating from Ecomi and all its other parts of its business, it does put it in a better position to be bought by somebody. Apple's another one. They've been talking to Apple every day. At this point, I'd say Apple or Disney if they were going to be bought. Okay. Disney seems to have a lot of control over this site, a lot of input, a lot of connections, I guess you'd say. There's evidence that they worked together back in 2000 and early as 2014. So anyway, but I pulled this up. This was from, there's YouTubers posting all about it. So you things, but he wanted to know what the OMI token was, because if Veve separates from Ecomi, what happens to the OMI token? And now I don't own any OMI. I'm not going to buy any till it gets on to either Coinbase or I can get it on the platform. And I thought I was just going to miss out. And it looks like I might even do better than a lot of people who went ahead and got it. But if they separate, what does that mean for the OMI token? Well, it's anybody's guess. It also puts Veve in position to make their own token. Now, it's by separating also allows OMI to go and do other utility. So there's 3 or 4 things that can become of this. It's obviously a good move for them. How it's going to be for us remains to be seen. So that's where it's at right now. It's about as simple as I can put it. But doesn't that make OMI security? Because this guy wrote, also OMI counts massively for the project liquidity and development funds, as well as the project members' personal fortunes, as they each own a considerable amount. In short, it is incredibly beneficial for the team to use OMI from technological development and personal incentives. Doesn't that make OMI security? Yes, it does. And what does that mean? That means you got investigation, you've got delisting from, they're not even on any platforms yet, but that's what would be coming. So they got to do something if they're not going to be doing the buybacks. So it remains to be seen. NBA Top Shot. They got me so confused with these tickets thing. They did a standard $19 pack. That's where I got confused about. It was $19 plus the 10 tickets. It was actually one or the other. And it sold out, and then so did the tickets. So 500 for this to sell out and the elite to sell out, that means they had to do 500,000 burning of Top Shot moments. So few days we'll be able to see what actually happened and what it affected, and see if it has any effect on prices. But the burning is good. That's what's good about OMI. If they're burning, if they're doing the buybacks and sending it to the burn wallet, that of course makes less more valuable. It's a very basic, common formula, and without it, it just raises a lot of unknown, a lot of questions with unknown answers. But so this is good for Top Shot. The burning aspect part of it, they're implementing it finally. Right here, All Day has 2 drops on Friday, one at 2, one at 6. It looks like that's what they're going to be doing. I have not seen the noon drop yet. They might do it. So tomorrow's Thursday, right? So that means probably at noon. If you're not nothing to do, go hang out on the website, because they give you the email seconds before they do it, and there's only a couple grand of them usually. It's some random team. Okay, last week it was the Houston Oilers. The week before that it was the Super Bowl. First Super Bowl ever NFT for them. And then the week for that, they got one for San Francisco. But they've been doing it like just randomly on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I have not seen anything. They might have even already done it, but I saw no email, so I don't know. But the 2 drops, the $49, $249. I'm sitting this one out. They're in beta still. They're going to keep doing this for I don't know how long, but everything has just plummeted on the market, and I just can't see spending that kind of money on a pack right now. I'll just pick it up what I want for a lot cheaper on the thing. So what I'm saying is there's one less person you're going to be competing with tomorrow. So good luck. 2 and 6. The $49 one's at 2. $249 one is at 6. Now the $249 one guarantees you a rare or a legendary, but it's a very small percent chance you're going to get a legendary. And the rares, there's a small percentage of the rares that I even want. So that's just a no-brainer for me. Here on Autograph, which you can get through on DraftKings. That's how I got associated. Well, actually, I came because of Tom Brady, but I was already on DraftKings because I've been on him for 2, 3, 4 years maybe. And they keep dropping airdrops out of the blue. Okay. This was the first one, the Autograph Trophy Room. There was only 2,500 of them. I got one of those. They gave it to the top 2,500 holders of product on the platform right at the end of the Super Bowl. Okay, and I didn't even know I had it for 3 or 4 days. They just dropped it. It was just out of the blue. But from what I understand with this, I'm going to do a video on it. I haven't opened mine yet because you have to go through some loops, jump through some hoops to get it open and use it. And as soon as I started reading all that, I said, well, I'll just leave it and see what happens with it. It's down to $200. You can get one that was as high as $500. But what they just announced is they're going to have this in order to qualify for airdrops and other things they got going on. They're going to be having they're doing something. They're giving this utility. So it's going to make you're going to have to go through this to participate. So this might make this valuable in, coming up when everybody realizes, and me too. I haven't really dug into it yet, but I'm gonna make a video on it. But they dropped this yesterday. I was telling you, I don't know what this is. It's Tiger Woods. I don't know where it came from. They never announced it. They gave it to the top 100 holders. Okay, from what I read, and it's his golf ball, and it's down from 1,500 last night. If you saw my video, down to 1,200. I'm keeping an eye on that. I would like to get my hands on that, definitely. Okay. Now, the other thing that's the pretty cool thing about Autograph is, and all these sites, when they start doing more stuff instead of just trying to it's going to make things more rare, more valuable, but they got to give utilities the answer for all of this, and I just can't see them doing anything but that. Okay, so that's for Autograph. I'm going to show you Splinterlands because this morning, every morning I put out a video about Splinterlands. I'm doing a $10,000 personal challenge. I'm trying to make the asset value of my collection to be worth $10,000 by the beginning of next year. And I've invested about $400 into it. I've got the value up to about 800. So I've kind of doubled my money. And every morning I open up a pack, just one pack. They're $4. And the game is sort of like, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pac-Man, Magic Gathering, but it's got its own touches. But it's got a lot of investment things too. There's about 16 different ways you can make money on it, as well as play the game. But anyway, I pulled out of the pack today a gold card summoner. Okay, and the reason I'm showing you this is not to brag about it, even though I'm very happy about it. But what the first thing I did with it after I got it is I destroyed it. $40 card, destroyed it. Well, why in the hell would you do that? Why would you burn that? Because they're set up where when you destroy it, well, actually, the first thing you do is you combine it with another. I had another gold summoner card, the same kind. I had just bought and sold some cards and traded to get it. So this was my second one. So I combined the two cards. It put it up to third level. It was second level. And the max is 10. And so now what that does is it destroys both cards, because all these cards are NFTs on this game, every single one. It destroyed both cards and created this new one. What's great about that is there's only ever going to be, I don't know the exact number, but I'm going to say 5,000. It might be less, it might be a little bit more. So every day, because there's over close to 500,000 people playing, these cards are being bought, burned, and destroyed. There's less and less. So it's like, I want to say deflationary, but it's serving its purpose. This is what's great about burning. In the long run, all the long-time holders are going to get rewarded, because when I burnt that card, not only did that help me and it made my card more powerful, but it helped out everybody on the platform, because there's now one less card in the circulation. And that's what's going to, Veve's going to be doing it. Like I said, Top Shot just started doing it, and that is fantastic. There's one more thing I wanted to show you. It was the stats. So over here are the stats, and so this is where I'm at right now. It comes out as second level, the first card. You need a total of 22 to max it out. Okay, so think about that. If there's 500,000 people playing on it, okay, and takes 22 of these cards to max it out, and there's only 5,000 cards, if that's the number, there can only be so many maxed out cards in the game, period. Because of the NFT and the blockchain and thing, they just can't keep printing them, because we'd know right away. So that's why I'm excited and of course, when I combined it, it doubled value. So if you got 22 cards, you just multiply that by what the value of one card is, and that's how. So that's now an $80 card, or maybe it's it's gone down a little bit or gone up a little bit. I don't know, but every day it's going to get rarer and harder to find, and so I'm showing you that because of the burning. I love burning, and I think every platform that does it is, the other cool thing about burning is you don't know what other people are going to be burning. So you might have what you think is the worst product on Veve, and then you wake up one day and there's only 1,000 left when there was 30,000. If that's can happen, and it just adds another whole dimension to what I love NFTs. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe below. Any of the links below really helps me out, and have a good night.